It ain't gonna be a long show, but it's gonna be long enough. And I am back like I never left. I got a lot on my mind, but I'm back like I never left. I work through what I got going on. It don't matter. Um, Everything I do it on God. Everything we do it on God. When I do it with these two crazy motherfuckers, we do it on God. I am Young Money Bad News, the co-CEO of the Star Money Click, #1 rap in the world, and I am BMC for life. That is 1-5, the other co-CEO of the Star Money Click, #1 producer in the world, and the owner of Punish Me Vodka that sponsors every show that we do every time we get on this bitch. That is Jimmy, 2 times the excited 49er fan and the hopeful Oklahoma Sooner fan, and my brother from another mother. And we are the On God Podcast. Let's get right to it. Last Sunday, the first game, 3 o'clock, in the Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. My Philadelphia Eagles beat the Commanders 55-23 in a belt-to-ass whooping in the NFC Championship game. Let me start off by saying what I love the most about what happened in this game. I called this game because I told you the number 27 rush defense was not going to stop my running back. They did not stop not just my running back. They couldn't stop my quarterback. My quarterback was cleared to play. I told you my quarterback was going to be running like he normally does. He did not look hurt. He did not look like he was in pain because they gave him a week to get himself together. So, the defense balled out, punching all out, fumbles all over the place. But remember, I told you, we caused these turnovers on Washington all year. We should have swept Washington for the year. If Jalen Hurts don't get hurt, in the second game, we beat the shit out of them again. I mean, we was up 14-0 in the first quarter. It's not a surprise we won by 32 points. It's not a surprise we put up a double nickel on them. The highest points ever scored in a championship game. Literally. AFC and NFC. 55. Holla at your boy. Pure domination by my defense. 7 for 7 in the red zone. 7 rushing touchdowns. 7 rushing touchdowns. The Dallas Cowboys had 6 touchdowns for the whole season rushing. Let me say it one more time for the people in the back. Everybody in the back. Everybody in the whole back. You at the top. 7 touchdowns in one game. The Dallas Cowboys had 6 touchdowns for the 6 rushing touchdowns in an 18-game season for the whole season.
Yep. The Philadelphia Ezekiel, it looked like the Al Bundys of the NFL.
You want to know why they did that, right? Because they're them boys.
They definitely are them boys. No, them girls. Them girls. Right. But like I said before, the question was, what can Jalen Hurts do? Is he going to be able to do this? Can he do that? What did Jalen Hurts do? 18 for 26, 246 yards, a touchdown, no interceptions, none. Mm-hmm. Rushing touchdowns, 3 of them. What are we talking about? I told you on the pod. That's why Todd put me up. If y'all go check our page, Todd put me up on the page and let you know what the fuck I was talking about. I don't play about this. This is real shit. I'm just spitting facts to y'all. My quarterback wins. That's just what he does.
I got a question though. What's the point of bringing in Lattimore to play cornerback if all he does is get pass interference penalties and just looks like an old ass cornerback? He looks fucking terrible in Washington this year. That was a horrible trade. Like, dude, your boy was killing him. I mean, it was no point in him being on nobody.
But what other option did they have?
Right.
I mean, I get that, but at the end of the day,
their second option is their worst option.
Mm-hmm.
So you had the market wasn't that big. They really thought they got a steal. I mean, let's call it what it is. Lattimore balled out in New Orleans for years. But of course you get up in age, but he was also coming off an injury. He might still be hurt. I don't think he was healthy. I really don't think he's healthy yet.
He was talking shit like he was healthy.
I mean, that's football.
Hey, he should shut the fuck up. If I'm hurt, shut the fuck up. Cause he got hurt. He got hurt more by guarding your receivers than he did from any injury he has curved this year.
I mean, that's football though. But think about it.
Every time,
When he came over, remember when he came over, the week he came over was the first time we was playing him. That was the first time we beat him in Philly.
He got abused then.
He was hurt, so he might not have recovered from his injury for real. Because
his mouth wasn't hurt because he was talking greasy.
Lattimore's a good corner. He's a dog.
He was. We don't know if he still is.
He still is, bro. He's still.
We'll see.
He was good in New Orleans before.
I don't want to dog him. I want to say he's a good quarterback, but he didn't look good.
The numbers don't lie. He was good in New Orleans before he got hurt. That's why they went and got him. They didn't go get him.
I'm not a proponent against him. I'm just saying, hey, let's go like this. He don't need to be playing against Washington. That's the case then.
The one thing I thought you said in that podcast last week was the fact that Saquon Barkley runs for 50 or 60-yard touchdowns against them every game. What he run? 62-yarder?
The first play of the game.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was amazing. I was like, wow, my guy really nailed that. Now I'll toot my own horn a little bit. I did say it was going to be a blowout your way. So, yeah.
But see, that's the thing. Like, that's the difference between fans that actually watch their team play all year and people that watch highlights. I don't watch highlights. I watch the whole game. So I know what the capability of the players are. It's just like when they was dogging Jalen. Like I said, I know what Jalen put up 300 in the Super Bowl 2 years ago. Like 3 years ago. What are we talking about? Like this is easy for him. You know what I'm saying?
It is, and I use this every week, but the media acts like he's got to be Joe Burrow or, something like that lights it up with 500 yards or 400 yards every game. And Jalen Hurts isn't that dude. Jalen Hurts can hurt you multiple ways, and he does hurt you multiple ways. He wins. He's just a winner.
And look, you right, but let's do this.
Yeah.
Do you really want Joe throwing for 500?
No. That's what I'm saying.
That's the part that's what Eagles fans are. That's what we screaming. Why the fuck would I want my guy? Why do I have to throw for 500 to win games when I got a guy back here that can run for 200? Like, what are you talking about, bro?
You know what? But the average casual fan thinks 400 or 500 yards. Ooh, he did something. But some people that watch games and understand football, that means you were probably even in a competitive game, or you was down and had to do all that shit to come back. You don't want that shit.
No, not at all.
You would have gone for 200 and on the bench in the late third quarter laughing at shit.
Yeah, I think it has. There's two things behind that. A is fantasy football. All right, everybody wants some stats on fantasy football, and this is the casual fans that don't watch football. They just play fantasy football to win a couple bucks. And then sports betting. You get on the sports betting and do them prop bets where if certain people hit certain things and they probably see that Jalen Hurts at 250 yards is plus 130 or whatever it may be, that they can win a little money, and he hits them with a 200-yard game, they didn't win. You know what I mean? So
but it don't be the fans. It's the media.
Yeah, it's the media.
And the media.
You know what's so funny? You know what's so funny about that? And like I said, I got mad love for Jalen Hurts, and you know why I'm not gonna mention it. But it's funny, they get on him for not doing that, but when my guy's throwing for 212 and we're winning games, nobody says anything.
When Josh Allen threw for 127 in the same weekend that Jalen Hurts threw for 126, they didn't say shit.
No.
Like, bro, the hate is so real. It's so sickening. But I'm going to be honest with you. We love it over here. Because it's the driving force for the Eagles to do what they've been doing all year. Keep hating. I'm not mad. You don't make the Eagles mad hating on them. You make them play harder. You make them play better. Just like, let's just call it what it is. We're going to jump into the next game in a second. But before we get to the next game, we know what the talk is going to be for the next 2 weeks. We know. We already know what it is, bro. Like,
it's gonna be regurgitating shit all week.
We know, bro. Like it ain't even like in the first 3 days. It's already been. Does Jalen Hurts deserve the credit for the Eagles? Deserve enough credit for the Eagles getting to the Super Bowl? Is the Kansas City Chiefs gonna? Is the 3P? How is Saquon Barkley gonna run for 100 yards on the Chiefs? And the Chiefs only gave up 85 in the playoffs to two different teams. We not the Texans. We not the Bills, bruh. We got the best O-line in the league. And we played y'all before. And we beat you in 23 in your house. And we rushed for over 100 yards. And I had DeAndre Swift in the backfield. Stop fucking playing with me, bro. Kansas City, just stop. They are not untouchable. Nobody over here, the Philly people, we're not scared of Kansas City, bro. There's no fear. Like they don't. That's why I don't hate them. When motherfuckers go, y'all hate them? No, because we know we can beat them, bro. We beat them. We know we can beat them boys, bro.
I don't hate. Well, I don't have a hate for Kansas City. I just don't want to see these motherfuckers no more, and I'm just tired of the wild ways that they win. And I'm not talking about.
I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna do that though. I ain't gonna do that. I don't want to see them no more shit. Because if you wasn't saying that shit when Brady and them was winning, then I don't want to hear that shit for real.
No, I didn't want to see them no more. I said that was over.
That shit.
I said that.
Because my thing is, I want motherfucking fans to be consistent. If you wasn't saying that shit when Tom Brady and them was winning, I don't want to hear that shit while Mahomes winning. I don't want to hear it. I don't give a fuck.
I definitely said it when them motherfuckers was winning. I definitely said that.
Every time Brady went, I was mad as fuck. I hated him. I hated his team. I couldn't stand him. And I was so happy when we lost to him the first time and got to get back. I was so happy.
Hey, look, I ain't even going to front. Hey, you know my hatred for the Pittsburgh Steelers as a fan. Now, I don't hate for real. Just as a fan, I hate the Pittsburgh Steelers.
And Hines Ward.
So fucking happy when they beat Tom Brady.
Bruh.
Like, years. You know
like
what I mean?
the year Flacco and them beat them in New England.
Yeah.
The Ravens beat. I was happy as fuck.
And the way they beat him too. The way they beat him was just sad. That was some sad shit. He got so quiet there.
Now look, I'm an NFC East guy. The 2 times the Giants seen them in the Super Bowl, I was rooting for the fucking Giants, bro.
Yeah, I was too. I ain't gonna lie. Even with Randy Moss on the team and he was undefeated, I didn't want to fuck with that.
I love Randy Moss, but fuck.
You want to hear about? Look, the most salty I've ever been as a fan, outside of Joey Porter being on the fucking field, was when Atlanta lost to him in that fucking Super Bowl.
Oh yeah, I was pissed.
That was upsetting. I was just like, what the fuck?
I was so goddamn pissed.
And then after that, we hired the guy that was responsible for it.
That's what I'm about to say. You know what's so funny about that is his head coach was the offensive coordinator, and Dan Quinn was the fucking head coach.
Right.
Just can't get it done. And they had him beat. I mean, they was beating their ass 28-3. Like, bro, what?
That pick six, I was like, it's over. They got this motherfucker. And then here he comes. I said,
Yep.
I said, this motherfucker's the boogeyman.
Right.
Yep. That's how I feel, though. But we'll move on. We'll go to the other one, then we're going to get into the game. AFC Championship game. The Bills 13-4, Chiefs 15-2. The Chiefs outlast them 32-29. 4th and 1.
I called
this game. I'm gonna go back to this 4th and 1 play. You got James Cook running for 85 yards in the game. But if y'all go check the stats, James Cook only ran the ball 13 times.
Mm-hmm.
He had 2 touchdowns on 13 carries and 85 yards. Why did you stop running the ball with James Cook? And you know why they did that? Because they always want Josh Allen to be the reason. Buffalo can't get that out their head. We need Josh Allen to be the reason. No, you don't. Because Josh Allen has never been the reason for real for y'all.
Well, he was the reason. The reason they lost.
But that's what I'm saying. Every time you Buffalo, you rely on him to be the reason in the playoffs, you lose.
Well, you know what's so funny? You know what ironic story to that? You know, every time Denver wanted John Elway to be the guy, they lost. And then when they let Terrell Davis be the guy, they won. So So apparently Buffalo needs Terrell Davis to come back so they can win.
Nah. They just needed to. They just needed
I
to
know
keep
I'm
giving.
being silly, but you
I
know.
know you are. They just needed to keep
You know,
giving James Cook the fucking ball
that's all they needed to do. He was running all over him.
all
Running.
over him.
Why do you stop that? If a motherfucker can't stop it.
But 1-5. Saquon. Nick Wright said Saquon ain't even gonna get over 108 yards against them. But
Nick Wright should have this whole.
James Cook had 85
All right.
on 13 carries though.
So there's a few people that should lose their media card just because of
Man, that dude shouldn't even be allowed to have a microphone, a camera.
Nick Wright picked everybody
Howard.
against us. Desmond
Yeah.
Howard. Nick Wright picked
Desmond
everybody
Howard,
against the Eagles the whole
Desmond
goddamn playoff.
Nick Wright and motherfucking what was that one boy that used to be the offensive lineman that hated Ohio State?
The one that used to be with Lou Holtz. May, ain't it May?
May, yeah, May.
Yeah, Mark. No. You talking about Aaron? No. He played for the Packers.
No,
Yeah,
May, the
May.
lineman.
May,
He
the
He played for the Redskins. May, yeah.
What's his first name?
Marcus May, I think it was Marcus
No,
May.
it wasn't Marcus. No. The motherfucker I can't
He was one of the Hogs from the 80s.
He used to be with Lou Holtz every time on the show.
Yeah, but he was a Hog. He used to play for the Redskins. I can't think of his name.
I can't
He wore glasses. I can't think of his name right now.
Yeah.
Mark May. It's Mark May.
Yeah, Mark May. I can't say that hating ass motherfucker.
Well, that's right.
But you know what's so funny about Nick Wright's name? He never is.
Guess who the 2024 national championship is, Mark May? You fuck boy. That's what you get too. Yeah, Desmond Howard too. I ain't even worried about that clown. He knew what it was. He was on the bandwagon for real. He was dick riding the whole time until we played Notre Dame. He finally said, well, I'm going to pick Notre Dame today because I really don't want them to win. Now, you don't want us to win because the next thing I'm going to bring up after this game we talk about is going to fuck their world up. So
it really will.
Let me get back to what we was talking about. I got a question.
Mm-hmm.
I asked y'all the same question about Lamar Jackson the week before.
Mm-hmm.
Will Josh Allen or Lamar Jackson ever get over the hurdle that we call Pat Mahomes? And Joe Burrow. I'll say Joe Burrow too. Joe Burrow did it once. He did do it once. Will it ever happen again?
Yeah.
Joe Burrow probably has a better chance.
And who does it first?
I'll tell you right now, Joe Burrow won't do it if you don't bring back both them wide receivers. But if you do,
I ain't even worried about the wide receivers. They need to get some defensive help.
I'm about to say you're not gonna beat them with that defense.
No.
You need to bolster the defense, and you need to get some guards.
I think it's gonna be Lamar first.
It might be Lamar, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I think it'll be Lamar. I think he's more prepared because he keeps making progress every year. He gets closer to the top of the fence.
Yeah,
he's to the top of the fence. And Josh Allen, he's the guy where he's got wet hands trying to climb a brick wall.
So Josh Allen reminds me of John Elway when John Elway first came into the league. They wanted John Elway to win so bad.
What are you talking about? He just get his ass beat.
Probably do it once Mahomes decides to hang it up or something, if he's still playing. I think
Mahomes will play for a long time.
Lamar's a good choice. If I take my fandom being a Bengals fan out of it, I would say probably Lamar. But I will say this. Lamar is not the reason why he lost that game. I think play calling was. They got away from doing what they did best, which is what Buffalo did. They got away from what they was doing best, and that was running the ball. You can't do it. You got to go with them. You got to go at them with your strengths, man. You don't
look at Derrick Henry just for that to hand him the ball. You got to hand him the ball.
You got to keep the best player in the NFL off the field, period.
You got to. The problem with both of these teams, right? This is why they can't beat Kansas City. Because you want both your quarterbacks to play fucking hero ball.
Mm-hmm.
That's the problem. Stop making them play hero ball. They're not going to beat him doing that, bro. Because one thing I can say about Pat Mahomes, see, a lot of people don't really realize Pat Mahomes don't really play hero ball. Mm-hmm. Pat Mahomes puts the ball in he puts the ball in people's hands to make the plays for him. The only time Pat Mahomes does hero shit is when he scrambles out the pocket and he runs for a first down. Outside of that, Pat Mahomes is throwing the ball, bro. He's literally getting rid of the ball. And they make sure he gets rid of the ball.
Can we institute a new law in the NFL? If you ain't done shit in the game, you shouldn't be allowed to talk on the mic. Period. After a win. Why Travis Kelce was able to get up there and give his do a little dance, make a little love tonight speech, I don't know.
He's Travis Kelce.
Yeah, but he didn't do shit.
You know why.
He didn't
know why.
I know. But if you don't do shit the whole game, you shouldn't be up there. That's my
Yeah, but he's part of the reason why they're there in the first place, though.
Hold on. Nah, that was the game against the Texans where he had like 3 catches for like 70 yards in like 5 seconds. Okay,
Right.
okay.
Yeah.
I mean, but you know what it is? The NFL is about faces. So
Right.
who was you gonna put up there? Kareem Hunt?
No, I'd rather Taylor Swift
Yeah.
and say something.
Taylor Swift ain't gonna say a damn thing. I mean, they could have put Xavier Worthy up there. He did score a touchdown.
Yeah, he
You know
scored
what I'm saying? He
Right.
has been a viable.
I think,
He's really been viable all year for them, though, too.
absolutely. But I think they should stop with Mahomes and Reed, man. Just cut it.
But I just don't. The Josh Allen shit, the media and the Josh Allen love affair.
I love that guy. I don't think he's
if they don't stop fucking calling him Superman, bro, that shit is irritating. There's nothing about him that's super.
So he's 1A and Herbert's 1B.
Yes. I told you Herbert was I told you
The super guys.
I've been saying that
bro.
for years. I've been
Herbert
saying
is a pamper, bro.
2 years. Those guys are garbage. Both of them.
Dookie.
My guy Mark Hughes commented on the Facebook and said the Super Bowl will be a game if the punk ass refs don't cheat.
Listen to me. So listen, I want to address that because I've been waiting to address this for a minute. I don't care about the referees. This is not going. We're not going to. The thing about my team, we're not going to let the referees determine if we beat them. We just not. We gonna play our game, and I don't think if you line us up right now for 4 quarters, and the Eagles play their game, you can't beat us, bro. You're not gonna be able to beat us, bro, because you're not gonna be able to stop us. And my defense is the best. This the best defense he gonna see all year, and we gonna be ready for him this time. Like we was ready for him the first time. We was up 10. It's just that fucking fumble that Jalen Hurts, and that's because Jalen Hurts was playing. They put the ball in his hands too much in that game. We got away from what got us there. We was running the ball a lot that year, but they wanted him to air it out. And it was like, I mean, he balled out, and he also had rushing touchdowns. But man, no, bro, you got to run the ball, bro. To beat the Chiefs, you got to be balanced. You have to.
Right.
You can't beat them one way.
And you know what you have to also do? If you get them to have their offense stall and you get the ball, you have to get points. And you can't switch threes up. You got to put 7s up.
You got to get 7, either or. You just got to keep scoring. You got to keep getting them up.
But since this Patrick Mahomes train has been running since he took over the position from Captain Checkdown back in 2018, we've never witnessed a Kansas City team that he's been guided getting blown out because teams don't ever take advantage of the mistakes they make. No. And sometimes they make mistakes, but the other team cashes them out. And like it's like I said, they keep them in the games. You cannot keep Kansas City in the game. No. If you punch them in the mouth, you can actually get on their ass. Yeah. You got to get on their ass to stay on their ass.
That's how you beat them, though. You have to punch them in the mouth. Yeah.
That's how Tampa Bay got their ass in the Super Bowl.
Yeah. But he also had a shitty ass O-line.
Hey, I mean, that is true. That is true.
And while we talking about referees, the referees wanted to run. They did that, but they wanted Tom Brady to win that game.
But you want that offensive line that man threw for 50 touchdowns.
31-9, bro. 30. And let's be honest, Tampa Bay's offense was not that goddamn good for 31 points. Just
No.
stop. They had a great defense, but their offense was ass for real. And they gave Tom Brady 31 points to his 9. They wanted Tom Brady to get 7 rings.
No, I agree with that, but that's the only score we know of. That's the only score we know of since this train really started rolling. That was like, damn.
Because they had to embarrass him. You got to think about it, bro. They had to put him in his place because of who he was playing. Now let's take Tom Brady out that game, right? Let's say Tom Brady ain't that quarterback of that game. Who wins that game?
Depends on who the quarterback is.
Pat Mahomes is still the quarterback. It don't matter who the fuck he was playing. He could have been playing God. If Pat Mahomes is the quarterback and Tom Brady ain't the quarterback, they would have let Kansas City win that game, bro. They would have let him win that game because he was the most popular player at the time. Everybody was rooting for him against Brady that hated Brady, for one. You either was a Tampa Bay fan or a Brady fan. You wasn't no in-between. There was no in-betweens. We hate Brady. These are facts.
I ain't gonna lie to you. After the shit that happened the year before, I hated both of the motherfuckers, and I hated Mahomes more for the moment. I don't hate him. I was just upset.
If Tom Brady in the Super Bowl, I don't give a fuck if he playing. He could have been playing the worst team ever that I hated. He could have been playing the Cowboys, and I would have wanted Tom Brady to lose.
The Michigan Wolverines.
I don't give a fuck.
He could have been playing his daughter.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck what you talking about. I wanted Pat Mahomes to win bad as fuck. I can't stand Tom Brady's ass, but I respect him. Don't get it twisted. I don't like him. I respect him though. I have to.
You know why I respect Tom Brady. Tom Brady.
But I don't like Tom Brady, the football player, not the person. No, I ain't got no problem with him as a person.
Right. I respect him because he took an ass beating. I mean, they
did he
around. Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. He took an ass beating.
No, the fuck he didn't.
When he first started, but then after that, there's receipts for that. But like no. There's some footage all up to about 06 where he was getting blasted. After that, nah.
He was getting his ass whooped.
After the Tuck rule.
Yeah.
Shit. That motherfucker, you couldn't even sneeze on him.
Nah, you know what's funny? On Twitter, I just seen a video footage, just about 5-6 minutes long, of clips where he was getting fucking blasted, and these were after the Tuck rule.
Right, blasted.
Right. I mean, they gonna show you shit like that, but let's be honest. How many times did it happen in big games?
Oh, I don't know.
A few, but let's put it like this. I'm not saying it to defend him. I'm just saying I remember that shit, but as time went on, it was less and less touching of Tom Brady. That's all I'm saying.
Right. And that's where we got to where we're at today.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Hey, you can beat the fuck out of Cam Newton. You can't touch Tom Brady.
No.
Yeah.
No. You can beat the brakes off of Cam Newton's ass.
Yeah.
NFL.
Oh, he was running. Hold on. This is what they would say. Well, he was a runner. But this video footage of Tom Brady running and getting blasted. Here comes the flag. I said, get the fuck out of here.
So we have our matchup now.
Yeah.
It's a rematch of the 2022 Super Bowl. The game will be played in New Orleans. It will be my Philadelphia Eagles against the Kansas City Chiefs again. Game has bigger implications for it this time. The Chiefs are trying to go for a three-peat. We are trying to get our second ring in the last 10 years. If I was I'm gonna ask y'all this question, and I want to know what y'all think. So I'm not gonna ask for your pick yet because I'm not gonna get that till next week. But if we go into this game right now, between the two of y'all, who do y'all think has the advantage in this game right now?
That's tough to say.
When you compare both squads too, though, you're comparing both squads.
Yeah, I think the Eagles do. I think Kansas City's offense is mid at best, and your defense is elite. Now, they got a really good defense, but I don't think their defense can handle 3 different runners and 3 different wide receivers. You know what I mean? I just don't think their defense is built to beat you guys. I think their offense is mid. Their defense is it's good, but it's not good enough to stop what all you guys got coming for them. On the other end, your defense is really good. Your defensive line is big, nasty. They're going to get after Mahomes. And I think you guys' defensive backs are good enough to stop what they got out there on the field, man. I really do. So if Kansas City has any shot of beating you, Mahomes is going to have to run his ass off, and Hunt's going to have the game of his life. That's going to be the only way they can beat you.
2 times, what you think? Who has the advantage?
I feel like talent-wise, if you exclude Patrick Mahomes, even if you include Patrick Mahomes, really, y'all have more talent. You're younger, you're faster. I think you're a little hungrier. Here's the problem with Kansas City. They're beatable. They're very beatable. We know this. But you got a Hall of Fame coach over there that's seen everything. I mean, he goes back to the days when my team was whooping asses. I mean, that dude was really cooking up shit. He's cooked up shit all over the place in Philadelphia, San Francisco, and Kansas City. And as long as you have a Hall of Fame head coach like that, I'm gonna be honest with you. It's weird to really say that he is the catalyst, but I'm going to go ahead and say that Andy Reid is going to be the catalyst to the Super Bowl if Kansas City wins the game, if they win the game. But I just like what I've seen from Philadelphia all year. It's been consistent, even with little injuries. You've managed to stay very healthy. I think you've managed to stay focused. I mean, Barkley's hit his stride. He's clearly the best running back in football. You see what I texted y'all the other night? I said, how the fuck did somebody let y'all have him? I would rather he be in Jacksonville or who the fuck that first pick of draft? He needs to be in Las Vegas. He needs to be in Las Vegas.
Remember when we got him? I said, why the fuck would y'all let us get him?
out of all the teams in the NFL.
And I told you, remember, I was the first person to report it on our pod when I said supposedly we might be getting him. And y'all was like, man, if y'all get him, man, that's gonna be some bullshit. And then we got him.
Yeah, that's calm.
I would have liked to see him go to Tennessee.
Nah.
Turn around and
now we got to deal with this shit, man. And it's just like I said, man. All signs point to y'all being with the upper hand, regardless of 3-peats, and it's Kansas City. But it's just like I said, Andy Reid is just a guy, man. His journey has been remarkable, and that's the only reason, regardless of what Kansas City looks like going into this game. He's the guy that scares me the most because we don't know what he might cook the fuck up. And sometimes a masterful game plan on offense, even if the offense is mid, sometimes you can come with some shit nobody was even expecting. And as long as you got a motherfucker like Patrick Mahomes, you never know. But like I said, I really feel like clearly overall both sides of the ball, offensive line, defensive line, and skill set across the board, no doubt y'all have the upper advantage in Philadelphia. But like I said, it's a Super Bowl, and who knows what the fuck's going to happen.
It's the thing that's unique about this matchup is it's almost like the best 2 offensive coordinators right now against the best 2 defensive coordinators right now. Spags is going up against Kellen Moore. Kellen Moore has some shit. We pulled out some shit against Washington the shit we was doing against Washington, some of them plays, we hadn't done that all year. We hadn't done them all year. The shit we was doing with Dallas Goedert, we wasn't doing that shit all year. That's how I knew. I was like, man, this shit, Kellen Moore had this shit. But that's what it's like when we was talking about with Ohio State and Chip Kelly. When they got to the playoffs, we start seeing shit. Chip Kelly said, all right, now we're going to take off the gloves. We're going to show you some shit we ain't saw. It's
Yeah,
the
they was probably
same
working on that
matchup.
shit, and they just probably tore it out the garage.
It's the same. Dick Button dies at 95, the men's figure skater. God rest his soul. It's like it's also the matchup between Vic Fangio and Andy Reid. Andy Reid is Andy Reid, but Vic Fangio has literally coached a masterpiece with my defense this year. Like, we're young on defense. I think that's what's going to help us as far as guarding and receivers. But I expect Andy to do what Andy do. That's why I love him. He's my old coach, so I respect him. But I just feel like what we plan for this time and our focus this time is a little different than it was the first time we played them. You know, when you don't see somebody in a big game, when you first seen them, like, for instance, we was up 10. But when we was up 10, I think we started looking at it like, we got this. But we forgot who we was playing like. But they still are the Chiefs. And that's still fucking Andy Reid over there that's going to cook. He going to cook. You got to beat him. You got to beat him for 60 minutes. You can't beat him for a half. You got to beat him for 4 quarters. So, and I think the game plan, like my coach just said the other day, he got notes from that game that he wrote down when we lost just for this. Because he said if he ever got to play them again, we're gonna be ready for him this time. And I believe him, because everybody that they said we wasn't gonna beat and that they didn't think we was gonna be prepared for it, we was prepared for it. Like the Washington game, all that talking and chirping and shit I was talking about, it came to fruition when we played. I said, well, you did all that talking, and then when we got on the field, all I heard was how cold Jaden Daniels was, and we made Jaden Daniels look like a rookie. Yeah, he made some plays, but he still looked like a rookie. He looked like he would make a play here and there, then the next drive come, we didn't sack him. Or we strip sack somebody, or we get a fumble. And it was just like, all right, now we know. But I think right now it's advantage us. But like I said, we're going to get more into the game next week. We just wanted to step into the game for a second. I'm about to switch over to a subject that I found out earlier today, and I think 1-5 is going to really entertain this. I told 2 times about this. I haven't really looked into this came out on X today. It got sent to my phone. But the NCAA found out that Michigan was tampering with evidence. So for the people the people in the back, I'm talking about the people all the way in the back. I'm talking about y'all. Motherfuckers in the back. Remember, shout out to my little brother, because this for you. Remember, you told me. But we didn't cheat, bro. We didn't cheat. And me and 1-5 came on here and we told 2 times, because 2 times he didn't even understand what we was trying to say to him until we told him, like, this is a process. The NCAA is going to investigate. And when it actually comes out, it's going to be big. And when it comes out big, they're not going to be able to deny nothing. And the reason why we know is because the Buckeyes went through this as a team. We went through, well, the Buckeyes was doing this, and Terrell Pryor took this money and this, that, and the third. And we was like, what the fuck? Like, what? Where'd that come from? Like, randomly. Just randomly. Yeah. And it set us back. Next thing you know, we got our new coach, and we're shitty. And then finally, Urban Meyer comes in, and the year after we have our coach, we win the title. But that's what I'm saying. It's coming. It is coming. Deny what you want. That's why I told you, y'all championship is tainted. Ohio State fans ain't got to worry about that. Nah. Sorry. Oklahoma Sooner fans ain't got to worry about that. Their championships ain't tainted. We didn't cheat. None of us cheated on this podcast. Nope. We won. Fair and square. We wasn't stealing signs and shit, brother.
I don't think cheating had been invented yet. It's been so long for us.
I mean, I'm just you don't think about this. This is how stupid y'all are. Y'all made a Netflix special about the guy that was cheating.
That's like the OJ. If I did do it, this is how I would do it.
Bruh. That's like, hey, That's like going to the bank, right? And robbing the bank, and your guys is in, and you call the bank on the phone and be like, I'm sitting outside waiting on them to come out. Can you tell one of them to come outside, bro?
Hey, can you
We
tell
about to run out of gas.
Can you tell Frank Stevens? Yeah, he's the guy with the gun. He's the guy with the gun.
Bring up some milk after you rob the bank.
I'm getting a little nervous.
Bro, stop. So listen, like I told you, Ann Arbor fans, we told you.
Yeah.
We tried to tell. We knew. I mean, it ain't. If you would have won and y'all didn't cheat, I had to respect it. But I told you what it was, bro.
They thought they was gonna get away with it. They had
They thought it.
Had a little.
You thought your coach said we out.
Hey, every Michigan fan I know, man, they swerved it down. There was no cheating. Now I'm like, huh?
It's coming. It's on the way. I told you, it's an investigation. The NCAA always take their time. They always take their time. And then once they get what they need, see, that's how you know you're guilty. What'd you need to tamper with something for? What you tampering with? What you doing? Remember, y'all was already, we knew y'all threw away remember the cell phone messages? All the messages, the email. You thought we didn't know? That was the first sign that let me know y'all guilty as fuck. Mm-hmm. Super guilty. And your coach in LA, he trying to front like he ain't guilty. He trying to front like he ain't had nothing to do. He ain't had no record. I ain't no shit. Get the fuck out of here. Jim Tressel covered for Terrell Pryor. And he covered for him for some dumb shit. It was really stupid. Because now that you look at where we are now, what Terrell Pryor did, it ain't even a fix right now. Same shit with USC.
Yeah.
They covered for their players.
They traded jerseys for tattoos.
Come on, bro. That's what we got. That's what we got in trouble for. We didn't get in trouble for cheating. We ain't steal nobody's signs to win the game, bro. We just went out there and beat the fuck out of everybody by double digits and was the best college football team in the history of college football recently. Holla at us, cheating bastards. That's what happens when you cheat, bro. Cheaters never prosper. Nah. You ain't looking too good, man. So all that Alabama, you beat Alabama this year. You beat Alabama last year. Let me see. Who else did they beat? They beat Washington, too. So who else they beat?
Well, those teams were probably so arrogant they didn't change their signs from.
Probably not. But I bet when this all come out, imagine fuck Ohio State. Fuck us. Imagine how many teams is gonna be mad as fuck for that year.
Yeah.
Imagine what Nick Saban gonna say on college football when it come out.
So here's my question for you guys. Should they get the death penalty for this? I think they should.
I don't know about death penalty.
I don't know about death penalty, but I think you should at least give them 5 to 7 years as a ban.
I think
you should let them go through it. Because what they did is almost like that's a written rule. You can't that's like the foulest shit you can do, bro, in competition in sports, bro. Like the cheating shit.
Now, if you want to watch the tape from last week's game and try to steal signals or steal signals.
That's cool.
You know what they should do? I got even better something.
What Houston did with the damn trash cans and people in center field on a building behind the thing with the binoculars checking out the calls from the catcher. They did some extra shit that you shouldn't be doing.
You know the best way to get them, and this would hurt them in the most way. I think the biggest way possible. The next 2 seasons, no NIL money. Can't spend any NIL money.
That ain't enough.
Enough.
That ain't enough.
But you got to think though. If you can't spend any NIL money, you can't get any players.
1-5. How many years did they burn us? Was it
years?
4? It was 4, wasn't it?
Yeah, I would say 4 years. Yeah.
Okay, well, 4 years of NIL money.
Fuck that NIL shit.
Nah.
You take that title away. Number one. That's right. Number one. Because our shit.
Okay, that's two.
That's number one. Number 2, you take the NIL money, and number 3, you ban them for recruiting at a high level for the next 4 fucking years. You got me fucked up. You cheated, bruh. You cheated. I can see if somebody took a jersey, signed some shit, some weird shit. You did the worst thing you can do as a university, bro. Like, that's like me and you playing Madden, and I'm looking at your plays the whole time, and you say, bro, why you keep play watching? Bro, I ain't looking at your plays. Bro, why you still play watching? I don't know what you're running, but I'm just looking. Like, they right there. Why can't I look?
So now the shit they got Harbaugh on with the cheeseburger thing, that was ridiculous. I'm not on board with that shit. If he wants to buy a kid a cheeseburger,
I don't give a fuck about none of that.
You know what I'm saying? The cheating shit is serious.
That's serious, bro. That's not a 2-year NIL. Man, that ain't shit. You got to hit them hard. 4 to 5 years.
They should have to give back all the money that they won.
Get them bad. You got to get them bad, bro. You got to make an example.
Hit them where it hurts.
Yeah, you got to make an example.
You know what? And the coaching staffs that was there should have to refund their wages to the college.
You got to take the Big Ten title away. You got to take the championship title away. You got to take them bowl games they won away, because you get the bowl game trophy for playing in it. Take that shit away, and then you got to ban Harbaugh, ban his ass from college football for the next 4 to 5 years. So if you ever try to come back and you get fired, motherfucker, you can't come back.
I think at this point you need to give him a lifetime ban for the moment and revisit it later.
Period.
But you got to. He cheated, man. You know what I mean?
He cheated, bro. If Ohio State did this, we would be the same. I feel the same way.
Pete Rose did with betting on baseball. You know what I mean?
Did Pete Rose not get banned?
He got banned for life. He's not in the Hall.
And he died and never made it to the Hall of Fame.
Exactly.
So what makes Michigan any different? Y'all ain't special, motherfucker. The fuck? This college football shit is supposed to be like this, bro. It's this. There's no, are you here? We here? That ain't shit, bro. No. Because if Oklahoma did that shit, what would you say? You would say, take 2 years away from our NIL money? No, motherfucker. You'll be like, bruh, damn. We cheated. Imagine what Texas fans would say. Let's do that. Fuck Oklahoma. Imagine Texas cheat, right? Let's say Steve Sarkisian cheated you, right? And they won the national championship, and you was the best team in the country, too. You was one of the best in the country, too. What would you say they should do to Steve Sarkisian, James?
I'm not even, arguing with y'all. Like I said,
I'm asking. If you was us, if you was a fan of who your rival cheated, right? What would you want the NCAA to do to your rival? Mind you, though, take this in consideration. You didn't beat Texas 8 years in a fucking row. And out the clear blue, they didn't blew you out 3 years straight. The 3 years they was cheating, you lost. Tell me what you would do. What would you do?
To be fair, I want to ban Texas and they didn't do anything.
Man, I'm not playing right now. What would you want? What would you want if it happened to you?
I'm on board with whatever y'all said y'all wanted Michigan on. That's not, that's cool.
Because it's bullshit.
And if you're in the
bro, that's sports ethics, bro. That's sports ethics.
Right.
Period.
And if you're in
you don't cheat, bro.
That'd be like Ole Miss all of a sudden doing, spanking Alabama and Georgia
every year. Every year.
You know what I mean? Now the clear blue. They haven't been able to beat their ass in I don't know how long, and then all of a sudden, bang. You know what I mean?
We won 8 years in a row, bro. And then out the clear blue, you don't just beat us, you beat the shit out of us 3 years straight. And we sitting there wondering, like, damn, what's wrong with us? Like, bro, stop, bro. And we got the same, we're more talented than you. It's a given. This is not even a mistake. You can see it. We're way more talented than you. Like, bro, stop, bro. No way. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Let them up. Bro, that's on any level.
You know what they should do, honestly? And it sucks because it hurts the kids that go there now, but they should ban the football program for 5 years. No football for 5 years for Michigan.
Or you can let them play. They just can't win.
You know what? Nah,
They can
don't even
play. You
let them
can't
play.
win shit.
Don't even let
But you
them
know what though? I never was a fan of that plan. And what's the point of you playing? You might as well just not even play.
Don't even play them for 5 years and let them build from the ground up.
Because that'll make them feel some type of way. That'll punish them. That's punishing. When you playing and you can't win nothing, it don't matter how good you play. Oh my God, I'll be salty as fuck. We go undefeated, we can't win a title. What?
Yeah,
They be like,
The
yeah,
fact,
you won.
the fact that that shit's happened before, the fact that that shit's happened before is even
We
funnier.
did it. We did it the year after the ban came up off of us. The year after they lifted the ban when we got Urban Meyer. Because remember, our coach was Fickle. Fickle was the one that took over for Tressel. So Fickle lost 2 years in a row. When we got Meyer, they lifted the ban. So that year we won the title in 2014. That's why they let us win the title, because we was undefeated. And we lost one game. And then Urban Meyer, we didn't lose again. And I was like, hell nah. We might win the championship off the fact we got banned for some bullshit. Like, we got banned for some bullshit. A jersey for some tattoos, bro. Real talk. Come on, bro. That was corny. So if y'all gonna ban us for that long, imagine what they gonna do to these boys. Oh my God. If I'm a up north fan, you motherfuckers need to be nervous. And you got the number one quarterback. Oh my God. He might fuck around transfer.
Right.
Hey,
He'd be stupid not to.
hey, when the news come in, he probably gonna be like,
portal. It's in the spring portal.
I'm out, cuz.
Out.
They gonna be playing walk-ons from Gettysburg. They gonna be
The replacements.
Gettysburg.
They got replacements. They're gonna be the Washington Sentinels.
They're gonna get 8 Mile's finest to play for them.
Yeah, bro. So this is I'm letting y'all know this is going down. I'm gonna give you more research. I'm gonna research it a little bit more in the coming days. And the next week we're gonna get it back into this subject. I'm about to move on to something else that I found out today. This is allegedly something happened.
And it's still funny, and it's not allegedly that it's funny.
I'm gonna say it.
Can I say something real quick?
I'm listening.
I'm listening to my daughter's boyfriend playing Madden upstairs, cursing at the TV. He's like,
he going in.
He's
going in.
TV.
So,
hilarious.
Justin Tucker today was accused of sexual misbehavior with 6 massage therapists between the years of 2012 and 2016, the years he had just got in the league. 2 of the spas that he went to has banned him from returning. Justin Tucker claims that they're unequivocally false. He said they allegedly, this is what the places said. They allegedly said he exposed his genitals, listen, let me finish. He brushed 2 of them with his exposed penis, two of the massage therapists, and let what they see to be was he ejaculated on the massage table after 3 of his treatments.
Oh,
so he is they got him looking like Deshaun Watson 2.0 in this bitch.
Well,
apparently Deshaun Watson was looking like Justin Tucker 2.0 because he did this before he did that.
Well,
but this is allegedly. But this is what I'm saying though. If it's not true, right? If it ain't true, how the fuck did you get banned from 2 spas?
That's what I'm saying.
He swears up and down. He did. But I'm gonna tell you this.
The article says that the lawyer has co-signed this. The lawyer co-signed that he hasn't been banned.
But here's the thing. If he did this shit, I want the same temperature the oven was on when Deshaun Watson was in it.
You got to shit on him.
So look, here's what we do. We trade Deshaun Watson and Justin Tucker to the Patriots so they can play under Robert Kraft, who also got in trouble for going to rub and tugs.
Didn't I tell you he was going to Didn't I call it?
Yeah.
He's going to say something tonight. Watch. When I
Hey,
heard this shit,
yeah.
I called your ass. I called it.
Hey, they're gonna be up here in New England doing bukakis all day.
I'm done.
That ain't no good.
No, it's not.
But I'm just,
That's
I
crazy,
don't know. Like I said, I got the article, but the article, this is a Yahoo Sports article. This
He
is
was like-
Baltimore's. This is from a Baltimore. This
Yeah.
is a Baltimore page that put this out. He's denying it. He's claiming that it's hurting his family. It's hurting him. I don't know. I'm not going to say it's true. I don't know. But I'm just
It's allegedly. Because we don't want no smoke with it either.
I'm
He
just
went
say,
into and say, baby,
you got this much information for it to be allegedly, boy.
he said, hey, you know, I'm Justin Tuck. I got a big foot, but you know what else is big?
Man, get the fuck out of this bullshit, man.
He's piling it on.
I told you.
But you know what? And I'm gonna say this, and you know, all jokes aside,
Yep.
if this shit is true, man, it's a shame, you know, because like I said, he did this several years before Deshaun Watson did it, and it's not good no matter what time frame it was. But what's more importantly is the one thing I know about the NFL. Once they get rid of some shit, they investigate. We're gonna find the fuck out.
Find the fact. They're gonna find.
And we're gonna find out whether he got banned if he was over here blasting nuts on their table. So they're gonna find.
Hey, we gonna find the fuck out too.
And like Dave Chappelle said, we're gonna find the sperm under the stove. Okay, we're gonna find it.
New conspiracy. Justin Tucker is the one that introduced Watson to this lifestyle at an all.
No.
Yeah.
No. If we want to be silly, he didn't even stand by his name. He should have touched this shit.
Watson was kicking it. He was like, "Yo, Deshaun, look, if you ain't hip, let's hit the massage parlor right quick." And then next thing you know, Deshaun Watson just got caught up on some Justin Tucker shit.
Man,
you know,
like training day, like training. You got a training day version of this shit.
Hey, I feel sorry for the therapist because we all know Justin Tucker is not he's not circumcised.
Hold on. So how many? Just stop, man. How many people? How many therapists was it? How many was allegedly therapists was it for Deshaun Watson? Was it 9?
It was in the 30s, bro.
30?
Yeah.
It was in the 30s, bro.
Hey, look, they're gonna say 30. I say 9 because you know let's face it.
But see, there's
gonna be a lot
crazy.
Out of the woodwork.
They got a number. They got a number. Like when this is my thing with him. This was just making Justin Tucker look bad though. They all off top came out with the number 6 people. You know what I'm saying?
But
then they said you got banned from 2 spas already. But
this is the thing.
Too. Feel me?
But this is the thing. Look at where it was. Do you really think he stopped getting massages after that?
Hell no.
So no motherfucker. This shit might open up like goddamn. This shit might part like the Red Sea. We might talk about it, and he supersede Deshaun Watson. This motherfucker sitting it.
But remember, I told you earlier. It's also they also coming for this. They gonna always come for this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then, on the kicker salary, that motherfucker gonna be working at all these part-time while he's kicking.
So I'm a union, right? And whenever guys at work get accused of sexual misconduct, they get banned from a certain location. They lose the route, whatever. You know what I mean? But it's not uncommon for people that are accused of this by somebody to get banned, whether or not it's true or not.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. That's what he said allegedly.
Yeah, that's why I use the key word. My key word is allegedly.
Yeah, all jokes aside, you know, that's something that a company will do if a lady comes up and says, "Hey, this guy said something that may be out of the blue, you know, or he may have, you know, took his towel off, and you shouldn't have your towel."
He rubbed his balls against my hip.
And, you know, he rubbed it against me or something like that. I don't know. You know what I mean?
You know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. Some of these motherfuckers need to start wearing some underwear when they get massaged, man. Fuck this.
You know what I mean? Wear some
But that's
underwear.
why I said. But that's why I said. I just want everybody to know on the pod that's listening to what I just announced.
Allegedly.
I said
He's
keyword
not circumcised.
allegedly. I don't know.
Hey,
I'm just giving y'all. I'm giving you a report from Baltimore. Baltimore put this out in the air. I'm just putting it out to the world to let y'all know.
they need to get some of them special Mike Pence draws and go in there and get a massage.
I'm gonna switch gears because I want to give a shout out to some key people. First of all, I'm gonna go to the All-Star game is coming up in February, but I want to give a shout out to some of the East reserves for their first time. I want to give a shout out to Cade Cunningham. It's his first time making the All-Star game. Special shout out to him. I also want to give a shout out to Jalen Williams from Oklahoma City. It was his first time. Jaren Jackson Jr. He made it for the first time. Tyler Hero made his first one too. Shout out to him and shout out to Wemby. Wemby made his first. I'm starting to really like how the fans are voting the All-Star game again now. Instead of always putting them same fucking names, y'all finally starting to appreciate because Cade Cunningham has had 12 games. He had 12 games of 30 points per game in a game, and then he's averaging 11 assists a game, plus 25 points per game. So he's shitting. So let's just, it don't matter, and they winning. They're not, like I told.
They're calling them the new bad boys. They're beating up everybody.
Y'all don't know this. He might not admit it, but I told 2 times earlier this year when Detroit was playing. I said Detroit ain't the same Detroit no more. He like, man, oh shit. They was playing them. They blew the Miami Heat out that night too, right? So I told him, I said, bro, I'm trying to tell you, bro. Detroit went and picked up some older pieces to play with Cade Cunningham, and they actually got some chemistry out there, and them boys look good. And they got Bickerstaff. Bickerstaff out there coaching his ass off. That's what it is. They look good, bro. They look good. They right in the thick of it because the East is, you know how the East is, man. You can toss that motherfucker.
They been calling them the new bad boys the way they've been beating up motherfuckers though.
Yeah, they be on some shit. They be on some shit. I just want to give a shout out to them East, the All-Stars. Them is the reserves. The starters is the usuals. You ain't gotta worry. Y'all know the names. The usuals. But the reserves, them is the guys that ain't been there ain't never been there. It's crazy that it's Wemby's first. That's what's so crazy. And he's gonna get a defensive rookie. He's gonna get defensive player of the year finally this year. He should have got it last year, but he's definitely
he's averaging like 75 blocks a game.
Yeah, but they gave it to Gobert last year. That was some bullshit.
Yeah, man, I ain't lying.
Give it to Gobert because they ain't got nobody else to give it to.
Yeah, pretty much. All right, so we about to get up out here in a second anyway, because we didn't touch on some shit. Remember, we're gonna keep this energy as far as the Super Bowl next week. We're gonna get more into depth in talking about it. I'm even trying to get. I'm thinking about we might have to get us a guest for the Super Bowl week. For our next show, we definitely need to get us a guest. I think I know who I'm gonna fuck with. I would love to get their intake on this. I'm gonna holler at the guys and see what they think. Remember, like and share every episode. Please check us out on YouTube. Check us out on Facebook. We pop it. This is On God Podcast. We're gonna get into our side notes and then we're gonna get the fuck out of here because I'm ready to get the fuck out of here. I'm tired.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go with 1-5. What's your side note for the night?
All right. Well, my side note is the NBA is flirting with changing the minutes from 48 minutes a game to 40 minutes a game to try to get the game time on TV down to 2 hours, and it will cut approximately 15 games off the schedule time-wise. So what they're thinking by doing this is making it more global because they're the only professional basketball league in the world that plays more than 40 minutes. And then B, they're trying to make it to where guys like Joel Embiid and Kawhi Leonard and Anthony Davis can stay healthier longer and then stay on the court because, as we all know, a lot of reports have came out about Embiid's missed 400 games and he's only played 446. Kawhi Leonard's missed 330 in his career. There's a lot of star players missing a lot of games, and it's really killing the fan experience of going to games. You know, you get your kid a ticket see LeBron James and the Lakers coming into Indianapolis or Cleveland or Charlotte, and then they show up and then those guys set. You know what I mean? So they're hoping by shortening the game a little bit that it'll make the stars play, and they'll have to play harder because it's a shorter game to get to their incentives and all that good stuff. So we'll see what happens, man. Hopefully they do something like that, and they're also kicking around the idea of no free throws for fouls on 3-pointers.
Going back to the old way.
2 minutes of the game. 2 minutes of the game, you get fouled at 3. You get 3 free throws. I mean, an idea I had was maybe like maybe don't even allow 3-pointers by certain players. Have designated players that can shoot threes. You know what I mean? Something to kind of calm the game down a little bit. And then, we can revisit it later. Just, they got to figure something out because right now it's all 3-pointers and long rebounds. And
you got to go back. If to make this game better. And I was watching a podcast with Tim Hardaway and I want to say Kenny Smith, and they said something that I agree with. You have to let them go back to playing real fucking defense.
Yeah.
Man to man. And we talked about this. We talked about this. Remember, I brought that shit up about a month ago. I said, man, you got to go back to man to man. This junk shit is garbage.
Just real defense, bro. Like you got to. You might even have to let them hand check again, bro. Real shit.
Yeah.
You might have to let them hand check again, bro. Because this shit, you literally can't guard nobody.
Nope.
And it's already a one-on-one game. So I can't check you. And if I jump and you jump into me, it's a foul every time.
Not only that, but there's 2 moves that they got to get rid of the game. The carry that they're allowing guys doing now when you dribble, and the Euro.
That step back shit.
They're not going to get rid of the Euro step.
Well, we knew that. I don't think they're going to get rid of that.
You know why they're not going to get rid of the Euro step? Because the league, the problem with the NBA too is we are copycatting the European league.
Right.
That's the problem. You brought all these European players into the league and you made the game easy for them. So now that's the reason why a person like Joker can win the MVP, because you're letting him play his game. But if you was the hand check Joker the whole fucking game, he ain't gonna be the regular Joker no more. He ain't gonna be able to score all them points. Everybody that want to block his shot, you're gonna be able to throw that shit. But that's what I'm saying. They're gonna have to adjust that shit, bro. They need to get away from the European game, bro.
Figure it out quick because the casual fans are tuning out.
They're not gonna get rid of the European game because they globalize it. It's global because they want it global.
Yeah,
it's all money, but like I said, man, when the fans start tuning out and stop going to games and start displeasing or showing their displeasure with how the game's going, that's when change happens. And you're seeing on some change because ratings aren't what they should be.
Yeah, we'll see. 2 times. What is your side note for the night?
As you see on my moniker, I'm an excited 49er fan and hopeful Sooner fan. What the average fan doesn't realize, I'm a sad Miami Heat fan because I'm just tired of Jimmy Butler. I just want him to go now. I love Jimmy, but what I've known throughout his career is he has this thing about his personality. If he brings it into the locker room, which obviously he has to, he's been an ass everywhere. You know how some people you'd be like, well, maybe it's the media. No, everywhere he's been, he's an ass. And I appreciate, what he's brought to the table since we traded for him. But it's just time to go. We've hit our ceiling with him. We need to go younger. I told y'all back in the summertime, I'm more intrigued with the fact that we start focusing more on Khalil Ware because I felt like he was a steal in this year's draft. He might even be probably the best player to come out this draft. I just feel like there's certain things about our team now. We've moved on. You could tell when they interview some of the players, they're just ready for him to leave too. They may like him, but they're just tired of the headache and the distraction. And it's like we're winning in some games in spite of him. And it's just he wants to go. I think they're ready to move on. But Pat Riley, he wants to do whatever weird shit he got going on because
He's bu-
he wants to he wants
he's bullshitting. He
yeah,
bullshitting.
he wants to show his dominance that I'm the guy,
Yeah,
I'm in
that's some
charge of this,
bullshit.
and it's
That's some
old
stupid.
school, and it's like these guys don't respond to it, and it's like get what you can get for him, get him off the team, and move on, man. Because
Yeah,
at the end of the day, don't bring him back with that $52 million option next year, because now you drag it into next year. This year, we're not going to beat Boston, but if we can find some draft pieces or something to try to bring in the slot into that money slot he's taking up and probably make this team more competitive, we could probably challenge them. I'm not saying beat them, but at least challenge them. But right now, we're barely a decent team in the Eastern Conference. And like I said, I'm a sad Miami Heat fan until further notice.
mm, I understand. My side note for the night, I want to give prayers and a lot of prayers to the figure skating U.S. figure skating team that was on the plane that fell. It crashed.
Man, that shit was crazy.
It is really sad. This morning when I heard about it, they hadn't even found any of the passengers. They was checking the water where the plane went down. At I want to say it went down in France, or they was going to France. Um,
Yeah, I'm still not sure exactly where they were.
I thought
I
it was around DC.
but I thought they was headed to France though, or was
Uh,
they coming back? I
yeah,
don't. I know it fell in some water. I know that
yeah.
for a fact. But like I said, I just want to give condolences to their families. We're praying for you, all your loved ones. I don't, we there's not really too much that they've told. I hope they find them. You know what I'm saying? This
Local.
is tragic. This is tragic.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah, I didn't want to open the show gloomy like this with it. I wanted to wait, so that's why I didn't. I was wondering if I thought one of y'all was gonna steal it from me. I was like, they gonna steal it, but I still want to
Nah,
roll with
some
it.
told me you
But
was going to bring that up.
I just want to put that in the air.
Yeah.
The On God podcast is praying for y'all families. We are also praying for all the people that was on the plane. It was 60 passengers. I know that for a fact. Um, but this morning they couldn't find none of them yet. But they were still, it was developing, So I don't know. I'm gonna look it up again and see what's going on. But they had
Well, I just
Nancy
tell people,
Kerrigan was
want
supposed to
people,
be crying and shit.
I just want to warn people too. Don't go to most social media outlets like X because they're actually showing the video footage of the plane getting hit, man. And I just was like, that don't make any fucking
Yeah,
sense.
it hit a
X is,
helicopter. It ran into
yeah,
a
it was a
helicopter.
military helicopter.
Yeah.
It was a military helicopter. See, they haven't explained if there were any casualties on that particular uh from that aspect. It just it's bad all the way
It's
around.
crazy. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Can I say one more thing?
Yeah.
Of
Uh,
course.
a friend of mine, or I had a couple friends pass last week. One of
Sorry
which
to
is
hear that.
my guy Steve Grooms. He was married to Natalie Grooms, who I don't know her maiden name offhand, but at one point in time, she was the leading scorer of UD basketball.
Wow. Wow.
He left her and some kids this week, passed away from cancer. Steve was
Damn.
at the Monroe Nazarene Church down here near me. So I just want to give condolences to his family. Especially with his wife's birthday coming up here in a week or so. And then his daughter's set to get married in March. Just pray for his family for some healing on that, and then also my guy that I deliver to on the daily named Mark. Mark is he's a bigger guy, and he kind of reminded me of Zach Galifianakis from the Hangover movies. He
Yeah.
an odd guy, but he was super nice. I made it delivered to him Friday, and little did I know that'd be the last time I saw him. When he left work that day, he got in a car accident. He ran a stop sign, and an 18-year-old kid T-boned him and killed him on impact. So you never know when it's going to be your day to go, or when the person that you're just talking to is gonna get, that's the last time you'll ever see them again. So just cherish every moment that you got with people, man. That's the best, message
Yeah.
anybody right now is just make sure you love everybody and cherish every moment you got with them because you never know when they'll be gone.
Facts.
Yeah.
Prayers go out to everybody's families and friends that's going through tragedy. I want to give a shout out to my cousin Dewan, man. We praying for you because he lost his sister. I also want to give a shout out to rest in heaven, Latoya Jackson went to school with me, man. One of my dogs, man. You know what I'm saying? You got your wings, baby. We it's all love on this side. You was one of my dogs. I graduated with her. She was a dog. She was a real good homie. Praying for her and her family. It just, it's just life's just so precious, man. Y'all gotta enjoy it, man. Love it. That's why I always tell everybody, man. You can't go no. This money you got, whatever you got in your account, if you can spend it, spend that shit. Have fun, live it out, ball out. That's what you got to do, man. Because you only get it one time. You can't go to the casket with this shit, man. Period. So if you, what else you want? You know what I'm saying? And that leads me to my next thing. Everything I do it on God. Everything we do it on God. When I do with these two crazy motherfuckers, we do it on God. I am Young Money Bad News, the co-CEO of the Star Money Click. No one rap in the world. I am BMC for life. That is 1-5. The other co-CEO of Star Money Click, no one producer in the world. And he is the owner of Punish Me Vodka that sponsors every show we do. That is Jimmy 2 times, the excited 49er fan and the hopeful Oklahoma Sooner fan and my brother from another mother. We was the On God podcast. Y'all stay prayed up. We're going to see y'all next week for Super Bowl weekend. And we're going to let y'all see who our new guest is on our show. We out.
Assalamu alaikum, baby.
Bing bong.